Hey, what is up guys, Seth here, and today I'm bringing you one of the latest and greatest decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, what we're focusing on? We're focusing on the double Quasar first turn kill. We use a Fabled engine for this. So before we get into the deck list, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to share it and like it. Really helps me out, and I really hope that you guys can enjoy this deck before Soul Charge obviously gets banned. So you guys will have about a month to play this before it's gone. Let's be realistic, Soul Charge is bad, but here we go. So we have the 3 Fabled Grimroll, we have the 3 Fabled Cross, we have the 1 Kashano, the 3 Lurry, the 3 Cerbero, the 3 Chawa, the 3 Ganashia, the 2 Nizuchi, and the 3 Dark World Dealings, the 3 Desynchro, the 3 Drag Down into the Grave, 3 Into the Void, 1 Day of Peace, 3 Soul Charge, and 3 Upstart Goblin. You will need 3 Fabled Ragan, or Ragan, or however you want to say it. Ragan is really key to the deck. It needs to be run at 3, and that's just how it is. We have the 1 TG Hyper Librarian, and the reason that we run Powered Zekrom in this deck is because it works with Unicore. So you can use Unicore plus the Powered Zekrom and Formula Synchron to make a Quasar. So it's not just 5, 5 and 2, it can be 6, 4 and 2. So it's up to you how you guys want to play this deck. The other thing is we also run a second level 2 tuner, because should Formula Synchron get negated, we need another way to make Quasar. So we need a Synchro tuner monster. Now, one thing to mention guys is the combo. The combo really does start with Cerbero and Ganashia. But the way to use Cerbero and Ganashia is to actually normal summon Ganashia, because if you do discard it and you do special summon it, it will get banished, so you can't desynchro the target that you've synchro. So let's say you make Ragan and you draw into desynchro. You can't then desynchro because your materials, well, you can desynchro but you'll not get your materials back because one of them is banished. You need to summon back both materials for it to work. The other thing to mention guys is if you make a Ragan between a Cerbero and a Ganashia, they're both in the grave, and you use Soul Charge to bring back both of those Ganashia and Cerbero, you can't desynchro the first Ragan, the Ragan that you summoned. So you can't use that desynchro because you removed the target. You removed that Ganashia from the graveyard when it was used for a synchro material for that card, so it doesn't count. It's something to do with legal targeting and the rulings and things like that. It's just a really weird ruling, but that's how I believe it's still ruled, even to this day. So the two ways that you can really make this deck work is to have a Chawa in your hand with a Grimroll. The way to really use this is to normal summon a Ganashia, then you would discard Grimroll, get yourself Cross to the hand, and then discard the Cross with a Chawa, so that you can then special summon Chawa, and then Cross effect activates and you special summon back the Grimroll. That gives you a level 1 tuner and a level 4 non-tuner, so you can make Ragan. And that's how the beginning combo works. The reason I love this deck guys is because it creates strategy. It really does make you have to be in tune with this deck, because if you make the wrong choice, if you synchro summon Ragan when you should have synchro summoned TG Hyper Librarian and then synchro summoned a Formula Synchron, then you will actually lose card advantage. You will lose your ability to first turn Quasar just from the choices that you make, the choices of synchro summoning or the choices of what you add to your hand with Grimroll. You know, there's a lot of leeway within this deck. Now of course this is a first turn deck. You know, you use this, you abuse this as your first turn, but you know, it's a great, fantastic deck to run. It's fantastic for singles. For match play, you're going to want first turn, or you're going to want your opponent to not really draw into many of his negation traps like Black Horn of Heaven. But this is just a really fun deck to play around with. Enjoy it guys.